New developments overnight on the crisis in Afghanistan. You're looking live over Kabul, where the Taliban has now taken over.
While you were sleeping, top officials with the Taliban say they will grant amnesty for everyone in the country, and they're urging everyone just to go back to work and for women to join the government. President Joe Biden says he does not regret his decision to withdraw U.S. troops.
So Eyewitness News reporter Roger Susannon is breaking all this down for us. He joins us live now in New Haven with more on why the president now faces widespread criticism. He joins us live outside a charity here in Connecticut that's actually going to be helping those Afghan refugees. Roger.
Good morning, Caitlin. Good morning, Wendell. Good morning to everybody watching at home. And yeah, the charity that we're talking about today is known as IRIS, and they are helping Afghan refugees. And as you might expect, the executive director of that charity says he simply does not have time right now to play the blame game. But many people in Washington and beyond are trying to figure out exactly what went wrong and who is responsible. Despite the chaos unfolding in Afghanistan, President Biden says pulling the military out was the correct decision, but he admits being surprised by the speed of the Taliban takeover. Still, though, he insists the U.S. won't be pulled back into the conflict.
American troops cannot and should not be fighting in a war and dying in a war that Afghan forces are not willing to fight for themselves.
The airport near Kabul was overrun by Afghan civilians desperate to leave. Some tried to climb aboard the outside of this military transport as it was taking off. At least 7 people were killed in the chaos. Republicans and even some Democrats expressed dismay at the return of the Taliban.
What we have seen is an unmitigated disaster, a stain on the reputation of the United States of America.
We're going to be asking tough questions about how and why the Taliban triumph was so much speedier than anyone anticipated.
Here in Connecticut, New Haven-based charity IRIS, which stands for Integrated Refugee and Immigrant Services, is helping Afghans escape to the U.S. and build a life in our state. Executive Director Chris George helped a family of 6 get out yesterday, but he can't even tell us who they are because it's too dangerous.
Taliban, in this case, could see it and then go after their relatives who remain behind in Afghanistan.
And organizations like IRIS may be more important than ever because U.S. officials believe that around 9 million Afghans, that's about half the population of Afghanistan, will need some form of humanitarian assistance. Reporting live this morning in New Haven, I'm Roger Susannon, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.